Hello everybody, today we will be going over ladders in Sandbox Source 2 and how to set them up and put them in your level. First things first, you gotta know how to make them. They're not an entity proper, they are made out of geometry. So if you want to go ahead, make your ladder, make a box where you want the ladder to be. We're just gonna eyeball whatever for now because it doesn't matter. Go ahead on browse, type in ladder. You want this material right here, Tools Invisible Ladder. If you do not use this, nothing else will work. Go ahead, put it on, and there we go. We have a ladder ready to go. In terms of their setup, that's pretty much it. The player will just move vertically up on this plane when they get next to it. Depending on your game, it may have different reactions, depending how they code their ladder, so you may have to play test in your game to get it to work properly. Despite their simple setup, there is a few do's and don'ts. For the sandbox game mode, you do want to make it a little higher off the surface the player is going to be walking on when they get off the ladder. But for every game, this can be different. So again, you just got to play with this and figure out how high you have to make it look smooth when they get on and off. In terms of how thick to make your ladder on this side, it's really up to preference. What I usually do is I'll go down to the lowest grid size here and just drag it till it sticks out just a little bit. That's what I do to make it the most consistent. If you do want to make the player look like they're closer on the ladder or even clipping through it like they're climbing, you could also make the ladder go in a little bit more, just like this. Go ahead, go to the prop static or func brush or whatever you got. We'll have to make this the prop physics since we can't put tags on that. Go ahead, do that. Now for the tags, we just put debris. Again, this will have to work in your game mode, so just make sure it does. If not, you could just give it no collisions on the static prop. The reason for disabling collisions is if you have your prop jutting out more than the ladder does, the player will collide with the prop first and not the ladder, and they will have trouble climbing it. So if you want to keep the collisions on, you just have to stretch it out past the prop just like that, and they'll be able to climb. In terms of how wide to make it on this side, this is again up to preference. I typically will try to go as wide as I can without it feeling weird because again, keep in mind that the player will be able to collide on this side, so you can't go all the way like this because that would be kind of silly. So I try to go just like slightly more, maybe, maybe here's good, just so the player won't fall off and it won't be annoying to use. I'm receiving a transmission. Oh, here it is. You are now a ladder Larry is the message. I hope this video was helpful for you to figure out ladders and sandbox, how to use them, all that. I've been Boom from Three Thieves. Socials down below, Discord website. Have a great one.